Teachers discussed the courage it took to stand in truth. Children wrote letters thanking him for using his voice. In Parliament, an education reform group cited his remarks during a debate. He had become more than a royal. He had become a messenger for his generation. The older generation within the monarchy took notice too. Princess Anne, ever wise and measured, was overheard telling a senior courtier that George reminded her of the early days of his grandmother Diana. Not in words, but in presence. In a room full of crowns, he had worn none, yet held them all in stillness. What made this moment even more powerful was the contrast. Prince George was not trying to modernize the monarchy through flashy gestures or social media campaigns. He was simply being himself, thoughtful, observant, willing to speak truth when it mattered. He showed that royalty need not be distant, that leadership begins not with authority but with compassion. For years, the royal family had grappled with how to stay relevant. With younger audiences drifting from tradition and critics questioning the institution's place in a modern world, the answer had seemed elusive. But George's moment on stage offered a new blueprint, a monarchy that listens, that learns, that leads with heart instead of spectacle. And so a new era quietly began, not announced by proclamations or ceremonies, but by a boy with a soft voice and a strong message. A generation that had grown weary of perfection found hope in his honesty. In the halls of Buckingham and the streets of Birmingham, people whispered the same phrase: "If this is the future of the crown, then perhaps the crown still has a future." Prince George had not declared a new royal age. He had simply lived it into existence, and the world was ready to follow. The lasting impact.